everyone, and thanks for listening today. This is the RX Daily Dose. Today's episode is being recorded on Saturday, October 12th, and I'm your host, Ian Parnagoni. We update this podcast every week for healthcare providers, medical professionals, and anyone who has an interest in drug updates. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on all of your favorite podcast platforms and social media, including iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram. All links can be found in the show notes below. First update, the FDA approved a new HIV medication for use in pre-exposure prophylaxis. That's the combination product emtricitabine 200 mg and tenofovir 25 mg tablets, which goes by the brand name Descovy. Descovy for PrEP is indicated to reduce the risk of sexually acquired HIV-1 infection in adults and adolescents weighing at least 35 kilograms who are HIV negative and at risk for sexually acquired HIV. The FDA approved Descovy under a priority review designation back on October 3rd and was based on data from the Descovy trial, a multi-year global phase 3 trial that evaluated the safety and efficacy of Descovy for PrEP compared with that of Truvada for PrEP in reducing the risk of acquiring HIV-1 infection. Results from this trial demonstrated that Descovy achieved non-inferiority to Truvada in study participants who were at risk for HIV infection. The efficacy of the drug is directly related to adherence to the daily dosing. The one advantage to Descovy over Truvada was a reduction in the incidence of bone and renal issues that may sometimes occur on longer Truvada usage. Interesting point with this though, both Truvada and Descovy are made by Gilead. There should be generic competition on the market sometime in September 2020. This is a full year early from when the patent was supposed to expire for Truvada. So, what happened here? Gilead actually entered into an agreement with Teva Pharmaceuticals back in 2014 to allow the early launch of a generic version in September of 2020. Basically giving them exclusive rights for a full year until other manufacturers could enter the market. Interesting timing of that, and this update, with Descovy now getting approved for PrEP as well. I think Gilead is going to make attempts to convert patients from Truvada to Descovy now to try and hold market share for PrEP before the Teva generic comes on the market in September of 2020. The FDA this week also approved benralizumab, that's brand name Fasenra, as a self-administered pre-filled pen, single-use auto-injector. Fasenra is a monoclonal antibody that is used in eosinophilic asthma patients who are 12 years in age or older as an add-on maintenance treatment. It has always been available as a self-injectable pre-filled pen, but this puts Fasenra in more direct competition with Nucala, which has been available as an auto-injector. We actually talked about Nucala in episode 4, so feel free to take a look at that one too if you want to hear more about the competitors in this space. The FDA also approved trifarotene, going as brand name Aklief. This is a retinoid cream, 0.005% strength, used to treat topical acne. This is the first new retinoid in over 20 years and has studies that back up treatment as not only topical facial acne, but also truncated acne. That's acne that's on the chest, shoulders, and back. Retinoids have really been the main topical therapy for acne treatment for quite some time. This product is another option for dermatologists among the vast amount of generics that are available. I don't think this will cause much disruption on the marketplace since there are multiple generic options that work as effectively. Most common side effects with the cream are similar to what you would expect from the rest of the class, including site irritation, itching, and increased risk of sunburn. The cream should be on the market by early November of this year. The FDA also approved a biosimilar product for teriparatide. The originator product is called Forteo. This new biosimilar, only called PF708, is made by PFE-Nex, a biotechnology company who will be partnering to commercialize the product with Alvogen. This is a synthetic form of the human parathyroid hormone that helps to regulate calcium metabolism. It promotes the growth of new bone, while other osteoporosis medications improve bone density by inhibiting bone breakdown. Many products that are currently treated as drugs by the FDA, including insulins and hormones, will be regulated as biologics beginning in 2020. However, teriparatide is not on the FDA's initial list of products that will make that transition. PFE-Nex submitted a 505(b)(2) new drug application rather than an abbreviated biologics license application. As a result, the company can now seek pharmacy-level substitutability for the product without having to undergo all kinds of clinical studies that a standard biosimilar product on the pathway would be subject to. PFE-Nex and Alvogen can seek a determination of therapeutic equivalence rather than an interchangeable designation from the FDA. We should see more information on this come November. The FDA also approved brolucizumab, that's brand name Beovu, for the treatment of wet, age-related macular degeneration, manufactured by Novartis. This is the first FDA-approved anti-VEGF to maintain wet AMD patients on a 3-month dosing interval after a 3-month loading phase. Wet AMD is a chronic degenerative eye disease caused by excessive VEGF, which is a protein that promotes the growth of abnormal blood vessels underneath the macula, the area of the retina responsible for sharp central vision. Fluid that leaks out of these abnormal blood vessels disrupts the normal retinal structure and ultimately damages the eye and eventually can cause blindness and loss of independence for a person. By inhibiting VEGF here, Beovu suppresses the growth of these abnormal blood vessels and the potential for fluid leakage into the retina. Also this week, the FDA approved afamelanotide, that's brand name Scenesse, for treatment of patients with a rare genetic disorder called erythropoietic protoporphyria, EPP for short. EPP causes itching, burning, and scarring of the skin on contact with sunlight. Afamelanotide was already approved in Europe in 2014. With the FDA approval, this is the first and only treatment for EPP, which affects between 75,000 and 200,000 individuals worldwide. Scenesse is an under-the-skin implant given every 2 months that was granted orphan status back in 2008 from the FDA. The company is studying the implant for other uses, including the pigmentation disorder vitiligo, and has 3 other preclinical programs working right now. And that's all I have for this week. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'll include all links and resources in the show notes below, so please go back and check those out too. Please connect with me on any of your social media platforms and give me feedback on what you listened to today. I'd love to know what you thought about the episode. And as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. And thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Music by Joseph McDade.